Poems of KHUSHʿÄL KHATTAK, an ode to spring. From whence hath the spring again returned unto us, which hath made the country round a garden of flowers? There are the anemone and sweet basil, the lily and thyme, the jasmine and white rose, the narcissus and pomegranate blossom. The wild flowers of spring are manifold and of every hue, but the dark red tulip above them all predominateth. The maidens place nosegays of flowers in their bosoms. The youths too fasten bouquets of them in their turbans. Come now, musician, apply the bow to thy violin, bring out the tone and the melody of every string. And thou, cupbearer, bring us full and overflowing cups, that I may become fraught with wine's inebriety. The Afghan youths have again dyed red their hands, like as the falcon dyeth his talons in the blood of the quarry. They have made rosy the bright swords with gore. The tulip bed hath blossomed even in the heat of summer. Amal Khan and Darya Khan from death preserve them. Were neither of them at fault when opportunity occurred. They dyed red the valley of Khaybar with the blood of the foe. On Karapa, too, they poured forth war's din and tumult. From Karapa even unto Pajaur, both plain and mountain. Time after time, as from an earthquake, quaked and shook. It is now the 5th year since in this neighborhood every day heareth the clashing of glittering swords. Since I arrived in this part, I have become a non-entity. Either I am despicable, or this people are infamous grown. I cry out to them, troops, troops, until I am weary, but deaf to all, they neither say die nor thy sacrifice. When the state of the Yusufzis became known unto me, Lawagar was then my better place, not Damgar. The dogs of the KHATTAKs are far better than Yusufzis, though in disposition the KHATTAKs are more worthless than dogs. The whole of the other Afghans from Kandahar into Attak, in honor's cause, both secretly and openly, are one. See how many battles have been fought on all sides, yet still among the Yusufzis there is no sense of shame. The first fight was at the higher back of Mount Tatara, where 40,000 Mughals were scattered like chaff, when their sisters and daughters fell under the bonds of the Afghans, with horses and camels, elephants and baggage, string after string. The second battle was with Mir Hussein in the Doaba, when his head was crushed like that of a venomous snake. After that again was the affair at the fort of Noshaira, when from the Mughals I extracted my own inebriation. And then came Jaswant Singh and Shuja'at Khan, of whom Amal Khan plucked up the roots at Gandhab. The 6th was over Mukarram Khan and Shamsher Khan, both of whom at Kapash Amal scattered to the winds. These are the greatest triumphs that I hold in recollection, but the lesser ones in all directions, who shall compute? Up to the present time, victory hath been always with us, and for the future upon God is our dependence placed. A year hath passed since Aurangzeb encamped against us, disordered and perplexed in appearance, and wounded in heart. It is now year after year that his nobles fall in battle, that his armies swept away, who shall number them? The treasures of India have been spared out before us. The red gold muhurs have been engulfed in the hills. It would not have entered one's head in 18 guesses that such events would ever have happened in these parts. Still, Aurangzeb's malevolence hath not a whit diminished. Through the curses of his father, it before drew down. For this reason also, no one can place dependence on him. He is malignant and perfidious, a breaker of his word. For this state of things, no other termination can be seen than that the Mughals be annihilated, or the Afghans undone. If this, which is beheld by the revolutions of destiny, if in this be the will of the Almighty, the time is come. Fate revolveth not in the same fashion at all times. Now 'tis propitious to the rose, now favorable to the thorn. At a period so pregnant with honor and glory as the present, in what manner do these base and recreant Afghans act? There is no deliverance in anything save the sword. Afghans who nourish any other idea than this are lost indeed. The Afghans are far superior to the Mughals at the sword. Were but the Afghans in intellect a little discreet, if the different tribes would but support each other, kings would have to bow down in prostration before them. But whether it be concord or strife, or folly or wisdom, the affairs of every one are in the hands of the Almighty. Let us see what the Afridis, Mohmands, and Shinwaris will do. For the Mughals are now lying encamped at Nangarhar. I alone among the Afghans grieve for our honor and renown, whilst the Yusufzis in their ease are tilling their fields. They who now act so dishonorably and so shamelessly will hereafter the upshot of their own acts perceive. In my poor judgment, death is more preferable than life, when existence can no longer with honor be enjoyed. In this world, he will not always remain with life, but the memory of KHUSHʿÂL will long, long endure. It was the first of the third sister in the year of Gafu that I, whilst at Barmawool, indited these lines. Now, let us remember that, particularly when it comes to things that are not good, let's judge people on their individual actions, and that includes what they support of others. And let's hold back some of the insults in general.